Hello.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
For those of you that don't know me, my name's Lee. I'm Gary's brother.
Yeah.
And after 30 years of childhood bickering and adult wrangling, he's finally admitted today that I am the best man. Before I start properly, on behalf of the bridesmaids, I'd like to thank Gary for his kind words. I think you'll agree that Lindsay and Liz look wonderful today and have done a great job. I'd also like to thank all of you for coming today to this special occasion.
Where's the fiver you promised me?
Apologies. I'd like to thank you all for being here today to share this very special occasion. It really is amazing how far some people will travel for a free meal. I think you'll all agree Cassie looks absolutely stunning. She's beautiful, witty, funny and intelligent. She really deserves a good husband. So thank God you married her, Gary, before she found one. I am a little nervous today, as you've all probably gathered.
No.
I think this is about the 5th time today, just to put my nerves in perspective, I think this is about the 5th time today that I've actually stood up from a warm seat with a piece of paper in my hand. Don't think of the image.
That seafood risotto.
During my research, and yeah, believe it or not, this speech was researched, I looked at 3 key elements of a wedding day. The first was the aisle, the longest walk you'll ever make. The second was the altar, the place where two become one. And finally, the hymns to celebrate the marriage. I hope to God for your sake, Gary, that's why, during the ceremony today, that Cassie was muttering the phrases, aisle, altar, hymn. You did? You know you did, I heard you. A short while ago, I congratulated Gary and said, "You'll look back on this moment as the happiest day of your life." A fitting tribute, I thought, to a wonderful stag do in Bangkok. Gary was born on the 24th of November 1977. Mum said he came prematurely. Does that ring a bell, Cass? After a stint at sixth form college and a period of acting like Swinson's answer to Casanova, love finally happened to Gary. He realised he couldn't live the playboy lifestyle forever, and on one starry night in 1996, he met the woman of his dreams.
Heartbreaking.
A couple of weeks after that, he met Cassie. Seriously though, for all those who don't know, Gary and Cassie actually met on the 12th of April 1996. It was a fairy tale meeting, a bit like that film with Meg Ryan in. What's it called? Matthew? Jesus Christ, you only had one thing to do! Let's try again!
You've got it all to come your wife and we're talking to the wrong side!
Let's try again. It was like that film with Meg Ryan in. What's it called again?
We're worried about Sally! We're doing it, Cassie!
How you met Sally? No, that was about 3 hours after we met. As I was saying, it was a fairy tale meeting, a bit like the film Sleepless in Seattle with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. Or it would have been like the film Sleepless in Seattle had Tom Hanks took Meg Ryan to Bolton Dog Track on the first date. Pretending to be an Italian stallion, then took a donkey kebab on the way home. Growing up, we were always playing football in the local park. Unfortunately, we found Gary to be pretty useless in almost every position. I don't think I have to say anything else. We were quite the opposite as kids. I was more academic, whereas Gary was more practical. I supported Manchester United. He liked Arsenal. Yeah, true. Yeah. I like brunettes. He preferred blondes. I like girls. He liked... Don't go there, guys. Leave that alone. As kids, we grew up watching lots of telly, and our favourite programme was probably Only Fools and Horses. And the more I think about it, the more as a family we were actually like the Trotters. Two brothers, one older, one younger, one taller, one shorter, one successful with the ladies, one not so, in business together. Obviously the older one, the brains behind the operation. With Grandad overhead. In the background. Occasionally wetting himself. Yeah, Gary went through the phases of wearing the waistcoats, the ponytails, and going out in search of the birds. And I'd actually be a rich man if I had a pound for every time I uttered the phrase, "What a plonker." And to finish the old story off, Rodney here has finally married his Cassandra. It's funny really how history repeats itself. 30 years ago, Cassie's mum and dad, Ken and Irene, were putting their beautiful daughter to bed with a dummy. And here we are again tonight. Me and Gary have been through a lot together over the years. We were just saying earlier how happy we are that none of them showed up here today. I think foot outside that one out, Gary. Gary and I didn't always get on. I remember times when I'd call him Fatty and he'd call me Big Nose. And we both were all crying. But sure enough, the next day, he'd email me from work and apologise. I'd love to divulge all Gary's cock-ups over the years and things he's said, but obviously the speech is restricted, so there's just two that I know of. I remember Gary coming home from college one day, and my dad asking him, "What have you learned today, Gary?" And he said, "We've learned about the troubles in Northern Ireland." He knows what's coming. It was college. It was college. And my dad said, what have you learned about the troubles in Northern Ireland? And he said, "We've been learning about what the Catholics do to the prostitutes." The other occasion was many years before that. We were in the bath together. Mum was washing Gary's hair and he was playing with his toys as usual. And all of a sudden, this thing came floating towards me. Can you laugh? He remembers it.
Wasn't at college then?
I didn't say he was. I said many years before. Now I know you're all not eating, but all I can describe it as really is an oversized Mars bar. And it was coming at me, fast. I had an elbow motor on the back of it. Anyway, I screamed, jumped up, called him a dirty so-and-so and pointed to my mum. I think a 12-year-old know better, don't you? I'd love to incriminate Gary with tales of happenings over the years, but many of them are just sure to involve me, and probably Matthew and Mark too. So I'm going to have to refrain. Gary gave me a short list here of things he didn't mention in the speech. I've got it. Yes. Magaluf 96. Malia 99. Malia 2000. Malia 2001. Stag Do, Vietnam, Thailand 2008. Some of you may understand this one, I'm not sure this one is. Crofty's Bride. Stag Do, Liverpool 2 weeks ago. P.S. Lee, please don't mention the fact that I walked perfectly in the size 10 high heels straight through I've got one card to read out here, some of you who can't be here today. Congratulations, Gary, on your wedding day. Thinking about all those happy times we spent lounging around by the pool. Hope you made the right choice. Yours truly, Michael Barrymore. Hang on a minute. You asked me this morning, you said you could have a long speech and you had a short period to give your speech in, so would I say something out on your behalf? Something that was, what did you say to me? Something that was very dear to you, very special and very close to your heart. Here we go. Anybody coming to Appliance World mentioning this speech gets a 20% discount. Your marriage man. Nearly finished now. Here's one little bit of advice. Something not to do on your wedding day. This is what caught me out. I went to the bridal suite, I ripped my trousers off, I threw my trousers over to my wife there, Kate, and I said, put them on. She looked a bit shocked. She put them on. And she said, well, and I said, that, my dear, is the first and last time you wear the trousers in this relationship. Your advice. Anyway, she took them off, ripped her knickers off, threw her knickers at me and said, put them on. So I looked at them and I said, I'll never get into them. And she said, no, and until you change your attitude, darling, you won't. I'd like to end this speech by saying I'm so happy for Gary and Cassie. Even though Gary's my baby brother, I've always looked up to him, admired him and been proud of him. And I think Cassie will be a wonderful wife and mother, and I'm overjoyed to welcome her to the Bonetta family. I hope all your troubles are little ones, and all your ups and downs come mainly in the bedroom. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please charge your glasses and be upstanding? A toast to the bride and groom.